roles here. Welcome to the Ernest Hemingway lookalike contest, is what I got called today as well, I know. It's a summer scruff look, and we're all doing it, and I hope you'll bear with me. If you could see Gus and Mike behind the cameras, I mean, you just shake your head in desperation and disappointment as they lie on the floor, totally drunk as usual, during scenes, best half hour of every 2 weeks. Great program for everybody today. Starting off with two lovely ladies, Teresa Martin, who's the coordinator of the JFCS Building Strong Families program, and she's accompanied by Nicole Ziemba. Have I said that right? Zimba. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, fine. How are you?
Well, it's nice to have you here, and welcome to this half hour of total chaos and mayhem. I hope you'll bring some sense into it by telling us a little bit about... Oh, wait a minute, I just got to say, after the break, don't want to neglect our second guest, Chris Flood and Rhonda Peters from the Suncoast Blood Bank. All right, we'll be talking about blood and what you can do with it. All that after the break. Back to Teresa and Nicole. Now, as far as I can gather, that Jeremy fellow you brought with you, who's been talking to me, he said that it's about the Building Strong Families program that's been going on since 2003. Get it out, Rolls. Who's going to start? Nicole, what's it all about?
Our program, Building Strong Families, is about helping families who are at risk of losing their homes. Families in Manatee, Sarasota County that have dependent children 18 years and under.
Right. Okay. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? Carry on.
The program is actually one of 26 programs that Jewish Family Children's offers. The program is for, like Nicole said, families that are at risk of being homeless.
Okay. Now, how do you two work yourselves into this? What's your day-to-day on this? What do you do?
My day-to-day is I'm the coordinator. I'm responsible for overseeing the funding,
right,
and overseeing, making sure the case managers have access to the funding, that everything is running smoothly. Where Nicole actually is one of the case managers that is very involved with the client themselves.
What we talked about is families with dependent children. Is that the most common reason they come to you for help?
No, actually, the families with dependent children are coming to us because they're at risk of becoming homeless. There's something that has happened to them that makes them where they can't pay their rent. They're struggling to pay their utility bills, you know, but it's putting them where they're facing homelessness.
Now, this is the JFCS.
Yes.
Jewish Family and Children's Services, but you don't have to be Jewish.
You don't have to be Jewish. Jewish Family Children's Services is guided by Jewish tradition, which is to help all families who are in need of social service, or all individuals who are in need of social services.
How many people would you say have you helped since the program started?
Since our program started, probably about close to approximately 7,000 individuals.
7,000.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
Have you
you.
noticed an increase in that since we've been going through a few tough times here in the United States?
Actually, yes.
We have. We have a long wait list. Between Manatee and Sarasota County, we have about 112 families on our wait list. And with the need of more case managers, it slows our response rate to get to those families in a timely manner.
So I've got a family out here, and they're watching, and they're saying, I'd like to do this. I think I qualify. How do I qualify? What do I need to qualify?
Actually, to qualify, you just need dependent children in the household.
You need to have dependent children in the household,
yes,
i.e. children under the age of 18. Or children over 18 who you can't get out of the house.
Well, no,
child with a disability.
If a child has disabilities and they're dependent on that family, they will also qualify for our program.
Okay.
But yes, it's all families with dependent children.
And then what you do is, I understand you have 4 locations that they can go. Each of 4 locations they can go to.
Depending on the county they live in. If they live in Manatee County, there's 1 location. And that's at the United Way.
That would be
in
me.
Bradenton.
You're at United Way.
I'm the United Way case manager
United Way
in
case
Bradenton.
manager. Okay.
And we have 2 locations in Sarasota. Our Building Strong Families program is actually housed out of the Schaumburg and Glosser Human Services building on 17th Street.
Yep.
And then our main main office, of course, is on Fruitville. And then we have another location in Northport at Northport Social Services.
And all that is to be found on the website, which is
jfcs-cares.org.
Cares.org. JFCS-cares.org. You're a case manager.
Yes.
What does that mean, though?
I do case management with my clients and families. When they come see me, they will be required to have 4 sessions. Within those sessions, my client and families will do an intake with me where we would go over their situation. I'll assess what brought them to me. During those 4 sessions, the clients and I will develop their current budget to see where they are. We'll also work on a service plan, which the client will develop their short-term and long-term goals. And then most importantly, the case manager will help the client develop a sustainability plan to where if they do need the assistance, it's not always the case. Sometimes it's reworking the budget. But after they do receive assistance, we want to make sure that that family doesn't have to come back to receive services. But in the meantime, we do stay in contact with the client for a year. We do follow-up calls, make sure anything happening in their life, if, they achieved that, going back to school, they've graduated, just to follow up with them.
Yeah, they shouldn't come to you thinking they're going to walk out half hour later with a big fat check.
No.
Absolutely not. Our program is much different than other agencies.
Yeah, tell us, Teresa.
It's just not a quick fix. We
Good.
look at it as a quick fix
Okay.
situation. We look at the problem that brought the client there and help them fix that problem to where in the long run they have a plan that they can always stick to. So it's not just a quick fix situation. It's not a one-time, most clients that come in and they get that quick fix, they're still facing the same issue the next day. So we try to make sure that whatever brought them there, they have a plan they can continue them.
Do you get a situation where a family phones you and says, I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight? Does that happen?
I've had some calls like that. Our program, though, is to prevent homelessness. Once a family is considered homeless, they don't qualify for our program. But I will make sure they get connected to, another agency that we collaborate with, like maybe the Salvation Army or local shelters. Someone also might be able to call 211 who can get connected to, an agency that can properly help them.
Right. Jewish Family and Children's Services. You yourself are in the Glasser Schoenbaum complex over on 17th. I was over there yesterday. I took photos of it for its 20th anniversary, so I'm sure you'll be celebrating with them.
Yes, we
What a
will.
wonderful organisation that is as well. And you're over at United Way. The other two, did we mention where the others are? The others are at Manatee, I think Manatee you said, and...
She's in
I'm in Manatee County.
Right.
We have 1 case manager in Northport, and
Northport.
we have 3 other case managers at our Sarasota office.
Who funds the JFCS to be able to help all these people? You've got to live somehow. Who's that?
Well, our program is run by grants, and originally it started with the generous donation of the Seymour Foundation in 2003, and it's a collaboration of different grants where we can hire the different case managers and everything that comes together.
Right. Okay. Carry on. Tell me a little bit more about the programs, the other programs, and why they differ from other organizations like that.
Other agencies who do offer rental or utility assistance, they're not meeting with the clients on a weekly basis. They're not going over the client's budget to continue checking to make sure they're living within their means. I send my clients home after the first visit for them to keep track of what they're spending for that week. I hate speaking for other agencies, but to just give out that check to that landlord, what's going to happen next month? How's that client going to make sure that they're able to pay their rent?
Right.
I want to make sure that a family has to work together as a whole to sustain their household, to get to that next step.
Do you screen your clients at all to make sure that they're not spending every penny they get on drugs, or, I don't know, that there's anything else going on within that family that shouldn't happen?
It's an honor system. Another fact that since we are meeting with the clients for 4 sessions, we're building that relationship and a trust between the case manager and the client.
What's Sarasota like? I mean, we're here in Sarasota. What are we compared to other communities, other districts that you've had experiences with? Do we have a lot of families that that have dependent children that are in need of your services?
Yes. I mean, say compared to Manatee County, I think the need is both great in both counties.
Right.
It's just that right now we have more case managers in Sarasota that can get to the need a little faster. Although even with getting to those cases a little faster, we still have a waiting list.
Right.
So it's great both ways. I mean, you're not seeing one demographic of a client. You're not seeing just that single mother. Now you're seeing husbands and wives coming in. You're seeing people that their story is that, we've never had to ask for assistance before because we've always been able to pay our own bills, but because they lost jobs, hours have been cut. You have families that are underemployed. It's just not that single parent anymore. It's everybody.
Well, you've got a viewing audience out here. You've got people watching now who are asking themselves how they can get involved in the JFCS Building Families Strong program. Tell my viewers now what you want from them. What should they do?
They should contact our agency at 366-2224 and ask to speak to Jeremy Lipsfa and donate to our cause.
They should donate. They should donate. But do you do fundraisers as well throughout the year?
We're actually, yes, our agency does do several fundraisers. We're getting ready to have the wine tasting and our gala.
You're going to have a gala and a wine tasting to raise money for the JFCS, children's for the services, and of course you'll be continuing working on this Building Strong Families program.
Absolutely, because the need isn't going away. Our economy is not getting
Why? Yeah, I was going to say, why isn't it going away? What are people not doing that they should doing?
I don't think it's not what people aren't doing. I think it's what's not there for the people.
I was being provocative.
Yes.
I wanted you to
I think it's just the jobs aren't there. That client that used to take that McDonald's job and go get it. You sometimes have the client now with a master's degree taking that McDonald's job.
Yeah.
So that young lady that doesn't have the GED now doesn't have the option of getting that job anymore. So it's not that the clients aren't doing anything. The resources just aren't there for them to take advantage of those jobs and to be able to make ends meet.
I think it's important for people to know that you're not a bed for the night. You are offices, administrative offices, that people can go to be helped and find assistance and be placed in the right direction. Then at the end of the day,
We're a tool to the families.
You're a tool, and again, it's non-denominational. Everybody can do it. You just have to
family with
qualify.
dependent children.
Right. Well, I thank you so much.
Thank you
for
having
having
us.
us.
For being guest today. It's very interesting. Give my regards to everybody over there, and that Jeremy fellow as well. All right.
All right.
And thank you for being, and much luck in your program. And I'll see you at all the events.
All right.
And make sure we raise some money as well.
Thank you very much.
I'm going out to break, and when I come back, I am going to be talking blood, true blood. No, that's another television.